Welcome to Retro Racing. I'm on Twitch, but I'm also doing a YouTube recording to make some other videos out of it. And yeah, hopefully it'll be cool. Can you hear the soundboard? Let me just check. Yes, right, cool, right. So that's the YouTube video. Twitch is there. And then the YouTube recordings on this monitor over here, and then I've got the Xbox streaming the Twitch on there. So I've got Twitch chat, YouTube recording, Twitch recording, camera on the Twitch chat. It'll make more sense the more we do it. So yeah, if there's no safety car, then Phoenix will become a femboy. Okay, cool. So 5 lights on then here in Retro Racing. And we're away, and Phoenix gets a drive-through penalty. So the champion of Retro Racing gets a penalty right off the bat. The Renos lead out of turn 1. The Benetton's not too far away. We're here with Exam Max as they follow their way through the Curve of the Soul. No Constantinering heading out of Curve of the Soul. I'm surprised about that. They've all made it through cleanly here in Retro Racing. They're swarming like bees, and they're heading down into the next corner. There is Chaos as around for the Lotus, and he makes a whole pile up. That is big on the wire causing chaos. Hexy's involved, and I think Torlin's involved. He is. Torlin's involved, and Max is out. Exam Max is out of the session. Absolute carnage. So Lando, Exam Max, he was looking to score big for BMW Williams today, but he's out by the time they get round turn 4. They made it through turn 3, and I was surprised, but then they didn't make it through turn 4, and if I'm honest, I'm not very surprised. So, chaos. I don't know if we have any chats about that. I need the Discord to be on it as well. So I'll put that here. If I put that... Oh no, I can't get the Discord, never mind. Anyway. Yeah, we have a virtual safety car, full course yellow. Both Renaults having a dream start. GC as well, holding his own in that different liveried Jordan. Then we have the Benettons behind that. Then we have the yellow McLaren. DRS enabled, full course yellow aborted, and God Chaos has got ahead of... Oh, Conrad Lewis is round on the exit of the safety car restart, and he's going to drop to 13th. 14th now as Hexy goes by. Big up Maguire in the pits, fixing his front wing, and TJ plays and Tall and Cool going side by side. Not too sure what's happened here. There's Hexy now side by side with Lewis and making contact with him. Chaos. There's Max saying that he tried to avoid him and then got collected. That is a shame. Cameron battling for the lead with his teammate. So the Renault teammate battling it out. This is like Rennie Arnoux and Nelson Piquet from Alan Prost from back in the 1970s. In the first turbo era of F1. The Renault's blast out of the Jun Xiao corner. And it's Kian just edging out ahead of Cameron, but is it going to be done for long? Both Renaults ahead of GC, both Benettons behind GC. HF takes the fastest lap near the contact between the Renault and the Jordan. One Renault goes down the inside, one of the Jordans going down the inside. The Renault's keeping it in sympathy, then 3 wide, round turn 3. First with Kian, now with HF. They could be 4 wide heading into turn 4. Let's go into the grass for HF. That was absolutely chaotic stuff. The number 5 takes the lead ahead of GC. But Kian, around in the background, has a chill, doing pirouettes in the background. That is not where you want to be parking, sir. The Renaults have lost out to HF in the Benetton, and now they're being put under pressure by the other Benetton and the other Jordan as well. So the Jordans and the Benettons giving the Renaults a run for their money. Cameron down a position again. Cameron to 4th, Kian to 2nd, HF to the lead, and GC to P3. James has just watched all of this and emptied his popcorn bucket, because that was chaos. As Torlin now side by side with Techno, and more chaos with Techno. As Techno being the Dive King, making the most of it. And Torlin and Techno making contact. Techno sent to the shower realm. Torlin drifted him. Lewis goes through, and after spinning on the safety car restart, he's now back up, fighting for P8. And now Cameron's battling for P4 again. He's trying to hold off James, and now he's trying to stay with GC. As Lewis has now got ahead of Torlin, as you see on the leaderboard. I would have a look at that, but I'm worried about these two making contact. These three, shall I say, making contact. Looks like nothing's going to happen, so we're going to take a risk. We're going to watch these two battling. Where's Tolan gone? There's Tolan. He's in the centre McLaren, centre Ferrari, should I say, battling one of the BMWs. He's also got another yellow car behind him. That's a Jordan, trying to battle him as well. But Tolan getting past Techno, making contact with the BMW. Phoenix is out of the session. The world champion retires from the last race. A disaster for the world champion, but it doesn't really matter. This race doesn't really mind for him. So Phoenix leads the session. That's it for him. I reckon that's a reliability issue for him then. Reliability issues catching up way too late for Fenny. So Techno making up places. In the wall for TJ Blaze and Tolan. So two cars off, that's the Jordan, and meanwhile the other Jordan is battling with one of the Renaults. That's GC, and he gets ahead just as the safety car comes out. Cameron now in a little kerfuffle here. I think he's going back past GC, and this battle has been electric so far.